Yes, Assalamualaikum. A very good day to all of you. Welcome back to another episode of The Faralynn and Friends. And for today's episode, I have with me here two of my friends from university, and they are Aisha and Jihan. Aisha and Jihan, I think last year or last 2 years, they started doing this, how do I put this? Like sharing on social media more on content that um, revolve around the topic of Islamic content, and not just about Islamic content, but also I think about lifestyle. And they also share some stories, their personal reflection, and some stories from the Sahaba and everything. So I am very excited to invite them today for one of my episode. So yeah, welcome Aisha and Jihan. Lambai lah, lambai.
Hi.
But
Assalamualaikum. Thanks for inviting us.
yes, thank you for agreeing to be on this series. So without further ado, I don't want to waste more of your time. We are going to start. Maybe we can start with first for Aisha and Jihan to introduce yourself to our viewers. Heading to you guys.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Jihan. I'm 27 years old. Previously working as project engineer. So last month is my last month of working. So now I'm job hunting. InsyaAllah, pray the best for me. Previously kerja as macam kayak apa project lupa pula title, process engineer dekat Ampang.
I see. Alright, insyaAllah kita doakan Jihan dapat kerja in the near future.
Amin.
Alright, next to you Aisha.
Hi everyone, I'm Aisha. I'm 25 years old. Nak beritahu umur. I'm doing, nanti baru orang faham why I address Kak Farah and Kak Jihan. Sekarang tengah buat postgrad study in neuroscience. So my background is biomedical science.
I see. Maybe you can share something about you that you want the viewers to know. Something, I don't know, significant yang you rasa when viewers heard about it, they'll be like, oh, that is Jihan or that is Aisha.
Susah juga soalan. Or maybe can we make it a little bit more fun? I describe Aisha and Aisha describe me.
Yes, that would be great. I think that would be great. That would be great. Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's start with me describing Aisha. so I think what I would like to let other people know about Aisha is she's good in writing. So macam people should look up lah dengan writing dia kan. Sebab dia apa panggil buat research juga kan.
Oh, so, I thought because I'm a nerd.
You thought you're right, tapi dia buat research and mungkin lah lebih macam orang kata puitis sikit lah ayat dia. So she's good in writing, in macam mana look at the environment and put on words. Macam tu lah saya rasa.
I see. I second that about the writing. So Aisha really, she has the gift of writing. Whenever she writes, I feel like it's actually from the heart. And we can totally relate to what she's saying, what she's reflecting. So yeah. Setuju.
So kalau macam the tadabbur section or anything related to Aisha Jihan story, usually dia lah.
I see. Right, what about you Aisha?
Me describing Jihan. Kalau more on a personal relationship, she is like a brother, tapi she's a sister. she's dia macam I would say Jihan is a mover. Macam kalau we have ideas, Jihan will make it happen. Something macam tu lah.
So, I see. I guess that's the engineer in her. You know, sebab engineer kan dia macam lebih practical, right? And I think understanding macam Aisha, your background. Yeah, and your background is like biomedic and then sekarang neuroscience. Everything's like theory and then reading and this kind of thing. And I think Jihan is like when you say about a mover, faham lah. So engineering
technical
memang
stuff.
yes, basically you are doing things like technical stuff, practical stuff, right? And I think that is something good, like the dynamic that both of you have. Macam Aisha is like this, and then Jihan is like that. Because if both of you, bukan nak kata both of you are not similar, but there are also the uniqueness in both of you yang menyebabkan, I think that's why Aisha Jihan is built, I would say. I don't know. And which is comes to my next question. I think you've started Aisha Jihan around, I think it's 1 year or 2 years already. Berapa tahun eh?
1 year and a half.
1 year and a half, which is
2019.
and it's not
Tahun.
easy actually to sustain doing something. And I think what you share,
Trust me, it's not.
it's not, yeah, it's not easy. The fact that you need to do like macam nak buat content, right? Dia macam it's very, you have to do your research as well, and because you're putting out there on the social media and orang have access to it. So comes to my questions. How did the idea of like doing Aisyah Jihan come about? Macam mana you start? What's the story behind it?
I think I give Aisyah lah untuk cakapkan part ni.
So dia macam banyak kali dah orang tanya sebenarnya macam mana boleh buat Aisyah Jihan ni. Tapi I think bila tengok balik the background of it, macam our journey tu rasanya memang Allah yang plan it beautifully lah. Sebab macam it was around the same time. That time I was like facing one of the tough times in my study macam tu. So I'm doing kind of like a reflection. So I share it on my Instagram story on my personal account. So been sharing my reflection and I've been getting like encouraging feedbacks macam tu lah. Orang cakap macam oh nak dengar lagi macam tu. So I started to do more beberapa kali, and at the same time actually Kak Jihan also did the same thing on her personal account. So I remember one day going back because masa tu kita orang housemates, macam Kak Jihan macam okay Aisyah, let's do this seriously, let's take on this further macam tu lah. So that's how Aisyah Jihan started lah basically, the story behind it. So macam initially dia macam mana we wanted to share kot macam how Islam, how Al-Quran has shaped our perspective on the macam we are on our own journey in understanding is becoming a better Muslim tu. So whatever that we got and apa yang kita belajar daripada Al-Quran tu sendiri make us wanted macam mana nak share kat orang, rasa macam orang kena tahu benda ni, macam benda ni lah yang give us purpose of life, benda ni lah yang keep on inspiring us, like pushing us forward and further in life. So rasa macam everyone needs to know macam tu lah. So that, and then moving to social media itself, macam kita macam suka je lah kan bergelumang dengan social media. We are like people oriented punya orang. So we were thinking nak jadi part of the community yang bagi a good content lah, a better content on social media. Macam because
hashtag better content.
Hashtag better content kan. Sebab macam to me social media ni macam kedai makan, macam people would go and feed themselves kan. So we wanted to be like the good cook that provide good food for
even though Aisyah is not that good cook.
Hey, don't tell anyone.
Good cook in the society lah.
So I think the point that you guys raise is so interesting. So about on your own personal social media lah kot like Aisha is doing her thing and then Jihan also doing a thing, but being together and like combining the ideas, I guess that makes it more, tak ada nak kata like buat sendiri tu tak impactful, but I think being together you have that support as well, which is I think very important bila kita nak buat something that really gives the significance to the society especially. And like you said, like better content and like because social media ni memang there's so many things on social media, and I like the fact that you guys want to share about like more like Islamic stuff and then about the Quran, your own reflection and personal life. So I think that intention is so beautiful, and you know when it comes from something beautiful like the intention inshallah is like for Allah and for Rasulullah, it will really touch the hearts of those who wants to seek for that as well. So macam bila tengok content,
InsyaAllah.
bila tengok content Aisyah dan Jihan sendiri is like something that I personally feel like this is something good. And we have so many influencers out there yang memang share about the same niche, like, about Islam and everything. But like how does Aisyah Jihan is different from the others? I think sebab your dynamic one thing, and the fact that your audience, I think dia macam lebih kepada youth. I'm not sure whether I'm correct or not, but I feel like sebab orang yang guna social media are mostly youth. And
Betul.
the fact that you guys put it out there and they can relate to it, I think that is a good thing.
Kita orang macam the content yang kita orang bagi ni tak adalah entirely nak cerita pasal macam surah tu ke, hadis tu ke, macam apa kelas online yang lama-lama macam tu, tapi more on nak provide spark bila macam orang tahu, oh I want to know about this surah kan, I want to know about this hadis kan, this sahabat. So macam nak jadi that starter lah, so that orang macam oh pergi cari, get to know kan, go and learn.
Dan dia macam you are the pintu for people to masuk and like explore further. Kalau kita tutup pintu tu, orang pun tak tahu, right? So I guess you guys are the door, like the opening of a whole beautiful and wonderful journey ahead.
Door, and then ada signboard. Come and join this view of Islam. Come. Itulah.
I think it's good as well when kita incorporate how Islam is actually part of our life. And it's not something yang very separate. Macam I think that is the most important thing, because I guess people may misunderstood that Islam is just about you solat, you baca Quran and those kind of things. When in fact Islam is actually our whole life. And if no one wants to tell them about this, siapa lagi kan? So it's up to us. And I think you mentioned also about the purpose, like the purpose of life, in which I guess for those who might be like still searching for this, it's good to guide them. So kadang tu if we directly tell them, okay, this is your purpose of life, it may be a bit difficult for them to macam mana nak terima, because they don't really experience it. Yeah, so I guess with you guys sharing it, this is how our life is. The moment we realize our purpose of life is like serving God, those things, right? So bila diorang nampak dalam kehidupan kita, that's when it makes it more meaningful lah, I would say. So for Aisyah Jihan itself, apa niche yang korang bawa through Aisyah Jihan?
So kalau kita orang basically macam we don't have like that specific things lah, still searching lah untuk macam what are the things that we can really macam into it. Tapi for now macam yang pasti yang kita orang tahu adalah we're just trying to macam show the world whatever happen around us, there will be Islam is the solution. Macam there will be a solution in Islam. Macam tu lah.
So dia more on macam our own testimony, our own macam whatever that we got daripada Al-Quran and the hadith or sirah, so and how we implement it in our life.
So it's actually the niche is Islam itself, and I guess you guys emphasize on macam ada orang when they talk about Islam, it's more like okay, they refer to like certain books or those kind of thing, and for you guys, I think you guys go back to the very basic things like Al-Quran and hadith itself, in which from there dia akan macam bercambah dari macam-macam benda. Okay, so moving on to my next question. So I know that right now Jihan, previously you were an engineer and now you're like job hunting. And also for Aisyah, right now you're a postgraduate student like doing PhD in neuroscience. So how did you guys manage the time? Macam you guys are actually working and also like studying full time, kan? So how did you guys like find the time and making that commitment untuk pastikan Aisyah Jihan, the content for Aisyah Jihan is ongoing?
So dia tak adalah pressure ataupun komitmen yang macam mana dia kalau Aisyah sendirilah macam benda ni macam we try to make it macam boleh je nak susun masa untuk buat macam tu lah. And then that's why lah kita orang buat berdua. to make things happen. Kalau mungkin Aisyah without Jihan lagilah tak ada. Macam masa awal tu kita struggle juga, macam satu in putting content tu, macam nak cakap pasal apa, nak create the team semua tu. And then we struggle juga part yang technical wise, macam nak buat video, macam editing, macam kalau dulu satu video one whole day. Macam one whole day akan spend untuk buat macam tu lah, macam edit, and then lighting tak kena lah, suara pecah-pecah lah masa tu. So masa tu memang takes time lah. So sebab tu lah last year macam our videos macam tak tak kerap sangat sebab macam itulah macam minggu ni tak sempat, minggu depan tak sempat lagi. So, dia tak adalah macam pressure, dia cuma rasa bersalah sebab kita dah decide nak buat benda ni sama-sama, tapi macam klik-klik tak buat, itulah. Tapi itulah macam nak susun tu, as time goes by, kita belajar how to manage it effectively. Macam one whole day tu memang shoot macam tu, and then edit macam tu. So that's how we manage lah. We make time, macam one time untuk buat semua benda. And then macam kalau Aisyah sendiri sebab enjoy juga kot buat benda ni, so dia macam tak adalah pressure macam tu, tapi dia macam benda yang seronok.
Whatever we do is like more on macam sharing our experience. So there are sometimes we don't have anything macam to share, so the idea is not there kan. Tak boleh nak push juga untuk buat something macam tu lah.
It's good to know like how Aisyah Jihan started and how you guys have grown for this past 1.5 year. So I know that you guys have videos. There's also like posts, like the usual Instagram posts, and I know you guys also do lives. So for your lives, biasanya apa yang korang cover?
Kalau macam on the IG live, usually kita orang buat more on the book review lah. Macam based on macam what you read and what you inspired, and that's what you share. Macam tu lah.
Basically kita ada macam 4 jenis content. So one is yang AJ Life Logi tu, nak cerita kan, AJ Life Logi tu basically the study of life logi. So anything that we are inspired of, so we share lah tu the usual IGTV. And then we have AJ Bookshelf. That one is IG Live tu, yang we buat book review. Bukanlah book review, it's like a chapter from a book that we are inspired. Then we wanted to share. So itulah biasanya yang tu buat seminggu sekali. And then we have book post, the normal. So the normal post is actually something that supposedly apa yang kita inspired daripada buku juga, quotes ke, benda-benda yang kita orang macam nak share lah pasal buku tu, or hadis ke. So that is yang tu. And then the yang paling tertangguh sekali is the Sahabat series. So that one tu asalnya our plan is like nak bagi orang rasa dekat lagi dengan kisah sahabat and how this sahabat can actually inspire us. That's the 4 things that we are working on.
I see. So korang punya platform, is it only Instagram or you guys has other platforms as well?
Kita orang ada je YouTube, Facebook, but because after sometimes kita macam discovered lah kot yang most of the viewers yang kita orang rasa boleh reach more people is not Instagram itself lah. So the main focus adalah pada Instagram.
Alright. Okay, so I guess we get to know Aisyah Jihan. So I have some bonus questions for our guest today. So because right now I think for those who are living in Malaysia, especially all states except for Kelantan, Pahang and also Perlis. Yeah, so we are back in like the CMCO, Aisyah and also Jihan. So the bonus question is like, how do you guys cope with this CMCO? And maybe you can also share like how you guys sebelum ni, right, we have that lockdown before. So how did you guys manage yourself, like to keep yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually fit to continue your days?
To be honest memang susah lah sebab me myself macam kan like I said before, we are people oriented. So having like lockdown confined in like walls and rooms make it tough lah. Then tapi itulah because me myself I am a self-help enthusiast. Sorry. So memang banyak sangat buku
I create
self-help
my
yang
own
baca.
emotion.
Macam a lot of things lah yang Aisyah sendiri cuba. Let's say macam most of them are like reading. Memang reading tu banyaklah membantu to keep me sane. Ada waktu dia macam berubah-ubah ikut time. Ada yang macam masa tu okay buat kuih dengan adik, shoot video, buat kuih, shoot video macam tu. Lepas tu apa yang lagi? Baru-baru ni try tanam pokok. Selain tak tu
Baru-baru ni.
plant pula. Barulah sangat tu. Macam baru 2 minggu macam tu. Macam
Lepas tu dah ditinggalkan.
balik kampung.
balik kampung jaga pokok ayam pula. Basically I like routines tapi sometimes I try to make changes to that routine because macam for me routine give me sense of accomplishment. Tapi sometimes routine tu macam draining me juga. Macam rasa macam the same thing je buat. And then CMCO ni kan banyak ubah our routine. So trying to make macam include lah the fun things that we can do in addition to the routine that we have.
Kalau me myself macam during the lockdown I was in my friend's house lah. Kan dekat Bangi. So being with friends I think it helps a lot lah kot sebab we have our own macam activities. So macam morning kita akan macam buat surat sama-sama, baca
They have Arabic classes.
Yes. So we sort of create whatever we want to upgrade skills. So we conduct like macam small session macam okay, someone yang macam can share about photography skills. So ada someone lah can share and then try to do it with our friends, and then we have like even like how to say financial skills. So ada someone I can share. So like Aisyah juga waktu last time waktu lockdown kita orang ada tanam pokok. So the apa?
I took their pokok.
Yes.
Dah beranak lah ada
She
pokok.
took our pokok. Yes. So kita orang macam pokok macam daripada macam from scratch jugalah, macam me and my friends macam buat pokok cili, ada pokok bayam Brazil, and then ada pokok kari.
Right.
And then macam when people know that we are doing it, macam we share about it. And then people keep on giving us juga pokok. Macam tu lah. Macam orang datang macam ambil lah pokok pandan ni, ambil lah pokok kari ni. So macam-macam lah kat belakang tu. Macam mana, if you want to say how I myself handle with macam lockdown and self-care adalah try to make use of our time macam efficiently lah kot.
I think it's good kalau kita tahu macam our pace in like responding to changes. Macam bila ada satu orang kan dia macam senang je macam kind of flexible. Okay bila siap so okay kita buatlah benda ni. Tapi ada orang macam struggling with changes macam tu. So ada hari kita itulah unproductive kan, being procrastinating kerja semua tu. Tapi macam ni accept your pace. Tapi macam take every day as a new day to improve lah, as a chance to improve kan. Macam kalau hari ni tak jadi macam janganlah bawa sampai 2-3 hari, 4, 5, 6, 7 hari macam tu kan. Tapi macam okay tak apa, hari ni mungkin burn, tak apa, kita cuba lagi esok.
Yeah, that's true. I think I like how when Aisyah and Jihan share how you cope throughout this lockdown during this MCO, right? And I think there's the theme there, which is first is to have that routine. And bila routine pun, it's not like you have to be rigidly following that routine. It's just that you have an overview on how your day should look like. Exactly. Macam you tahu, okay, on this day, hari ni, what is it that I want to achieve? And it doesn't necessarily have to be pukul 1, 2, kena lunch, kena solat, pukul 2, 3. You know, it's not something like that.
No, that's robot je boleh buat.
Yeah, because sometimes when people heard about routine, they feel like macam rasa macam restricted, that you have to do
Hmm.
certain things at certain
You
times. So
bound to
when
do that kind of thing
exactly,
kan.
yeah, yeah.
Tak
So
pun. Because
so
you're the boss of your timetable. So
Cik.
you boleh je nak buat tukar sikit.
Unless you work from home.
yeah, that's true. Like you have that in a day, macam apa yang Jihan cakap, like you sit and then you reflect, okay, for certain people mungkin diorang suka plan week, like by week. Ada certain people they love to do it like daily, this kind of thing. So just like how Aisha said, follow your own pace in how you do things. So sebab kita humans, we are very unique in how we like lead our life. And I think I like how you guys are exploring so many things throughout this CMCO, since the first time we have this lockdown and everything, like exploring things, and also like it's more like self discovery as well. Mungkin sebelum ni tak tahu boleh apa bercucuk tanam, and now you're like an expert, ada pokok kari lah and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Achievement.
yes, that is an achievement. For CMCO, of course, I'm not denying that it's a very difficult phase for us since the pandemic started. Macam since the outbreak of this pandemic, many things we are facing so many challenges, difficulties, either work ke, family ke, relationship wise, even our own personal self. And if we focus too much on the negative things, dia macam mana nak cakap macam okay, it's like all the negative things is like our hand, like our palm. So bila kita too focus on this, we cannot see the other things outside there. So kita hanya nampak kita punya tapak tangan je. So I guess once we take it further, we can actually see a whole bigger picture. Yang mana sebenarnya that whole bigger picture is like there's more things being offered. There are lights out there. Macam bila kita tutup memang kita akan nampak darkness je. But there are actually lights out there. What is needed is just for us to give that opportunity for us to see things, not just the bad things but also the good things. And for Jihan, she found it through gardening. And Aisha, I guess writing and so many things that you did lah. Macam apa, buat kuih, videography, those kind of things. So we have different ways of utilizing our own capacity and potential. And kita punya potential is not just pada kita punya kerja. It's not just pada hubungan kita with people and everything. We, as a being, we are a holistic creature. We have so many commitments and everything, and God have given us so many gifts, and some of us we have found it, but there is also time for us to uncover it as well. All right, so I guess we have covered a lot for today, and I am excited to edit this and share with our viewers.
Alhamdulillah.
So maybe as a closing.
We're excited to actually look at the product.
Oh my
by
god,
not doing the editing part.
oh my god, sekarang rasa pressured pula kan. Alright, so to end today's video series, I would like to invite Aisha and also Jihan to share your last words to our viewers before we go to the end.
So my last word, future are some things that we cannot predict, or we cannot grab or hold of the future. Don't use our time to think a lot of things that we cannot control. Dia adalah benda yang Allah je yang tahu, dan kita yang sangatlah lemah dari segi pengetahuannya. Biarkanlah benda tu Allah yang melakukan kerjanya. Kan? Perkara yang kita boleh buat adalah improving ourselves, look at the things that we can fully utilize of ourselves, what are the opportunities that we can venture in, macam and macam when we trust Allah, miracles starts to happen. Trust in Allah and bismillah, jalan lah. Itulah kot insyaAllah. Moga Allah mudahkanlah semuanya.
InsyaAllah.
Amin.
Amin.
Okay,
Syah.
Kalau Aisyah pula I come across this one quote. Dia cakap macam, the day we are born is the day that the world is not going to be better without it. Maksud dia macam, the day Allah decide untuk kita ni lahir ke dunia ni, we are going to make the best out of it lah. Macam life is a gift kan. So macam find ways to live a beautiful life. Don't just focus on challenges, on problems kan. Kita tak boleh deny pun there are so many blessings and gift yang Allah bagi dekat kita. So macam try to shift our focus to make the best out of life itself lah. So sama juga bismillah jalan insyaAllah.
Thank you so much, Aisha and Jihan, for making time to be a part of this video series. I am very, very
The
grateful.
pleasure is on us, insyaAllah.
Yes, thank you so much. Actually, we have been planning this
We are
for a
happy
while.
too.
Yeah, we have been planning this for a while. Mula-mula nak jumpa, and then after that, CMCO and everything. So we have to do through this mean. Inshallah, may Allah bless all of your effort in producing better content, and I pray that Aisha Jihan will continue to flourish and reach out to more and more people out there. Ameen, inshallah. Okay, so we'll see each other again in another episode of the Faralynn and Friends. Inshallah, I'll invite more friends that I feel they are very inspiring and their stories would inshallah benefit all of you who watch it. So till then, bye.
Assalamualaikum.